Hey everyone, today we're gonna be talking about the 25 things that I really like about my 2022 Kia K5 GT line. There are many things that I love about this car, but there are also some things that I don't like about this car. I have another video where I talk about the things that I don't like. If you're interested, the link is in the description below.
They call me a god. 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 Let's go.
Before we begin, the first thing that you should do after buying this car is to tint the windows. This car looks good without the tint, but looks way better tinted. I have 5% limo tint on the back and 20% on the front windows. Okay, the first thing I like is the panorama sunroof. I like how the glass slides on top of the car. It looks nice and aggressive. This is an extra that comes in the premium package. The base trim of the K5 doesn't have it, but trust me, it is worth paying a little extra to get it. You won't regret it. The next thing that I like about this car is that it drives itself. You can compare this feature as the autopilot of the Teslas. However, this system it's not that advanced, but it drives itself, and I really like it. That's a really good job. If you combine the lane keep assist with steering assist and adaptive cruise control, there you go, you have the full self-driving experience. Now, it's not going to change lanes for you, but it will keep you in your lane. It will steer for you. It will follow the curves and everything for you. And it will also brake for you. It can do complete stops. If the traffic in front of you stops 100%, this car will reduce the speed and it will stop. And after the car start moving, the car will start accelerating. I really love this feature about this car. There's one thing that I don't like about this system. I will mention that in my other video with the things that I don't like about this car. The next thing that I like is the technology. This car is loaded with sensors and features that you usually find in high-end cars. If we see it from that perspective, this car is not that expensive and you get a lot of features for a low price. Now, one of the things that I like about this technology is the radar sensors. This car has radar sensors in the front bumper and also radar sensors in the back. Whenever you're driving, those sensors are active. For example, if you're backing up from a parking spot or from your driveway, the radar sensor that is in your rear bumper is detecting the traffic that is on the street or traffic driving by. If the car detects that a car is passing by and you don't see it, if the car detects that you are not braking, you will see a warning message and it will brake for you. I really love that safety feature. The radar sensor that is in the front bumper also helps you. For example, if you're driving and if a car in front of you stops, if for some reason you're distracted, the car will detect that and it will brake for you to prevent any collisions. The next thing that I like, thanks to the radar sensors that are in the front bumper, if you're stopped in a red light and there's a car in front of you, if for some reason you get distracted and the car in front of you starts driving, you will hear a beep and a message letting you know that the car in front of you moved and then you need to start driving. This is one of my favorite features. Moving on to the next thing that I really love about this car is this high resolution screen. In my opinion, this is one of the best screens out there in the market. The quality of the image that you get out of it, it's perfect. I really love it. If you want to see the pixels, you need to get super close to it. Other than that, viewing it from the driver's perspective or passenger's perspective, it is perfect. You can compare the quality of it close to the quality of an iPhone 11. I really love it. There's one thing that I don't like about this infotainment system, which I'm going to mention in my other video. But other than that, I really love it. The next thing that I like is the blinkers. The newer cars will have this feature. However, on this one, you can customize it. Most of the cars, if you do one click, it will blink 3 times. In my opinion, 3 times is not enough. In this car, you can customize it. For example, I have it set up to do 5 blinks. You can do 3, 5, or 8. The next thing that I like is auto hold. What this button does is if you click it, you will see this auto hold message. Now, if you're driving, if you have the car in the D position, if you press the brake a little bit harder, it will turn green. What that means is that it will brake for you. This is super helpful if you're in a drive-through or any other situation where there's a lot of traffic. If it's green, it's braking for you, even though I have it in the drive position. To release the brakes, the only thing that you need to do is just give it a little bit of gas and it will release the brakes, and then you can keep driving as normal. A small feature but super helpful is this mute button. If you're playing your music, if you're partying and for some reason you need to lower super fast, just click it, it will mute for you. Click it one more time, it will start playing again. Moving on to the next thing that I like, check this out. These lights are touch sensitive. You don't need to click or press hard, you just need to touch it. It doesn't matter where you touch it, it will turn on and off. That's a nice feature. Another one that is super helpful is this visor. Now, if you open it to this position, not many people know that you can slide it. Look at this. I really love that you can slide it to the position where you need it. This is super helpful, especially when you are driving in a sunny day. The next thing is the gas mileage. This car is super good on gas. I usually get between 31 and 32 mileage per gallon. It also depends on your driving habits, but it doesn't matter how you drive, you will get super good gas mileage on this car. Next thing I like is the red seats. The combination of black and red looks really good. The wolf gray color on the exterior plus these red seats, oof, perfect combination. The black seats on the other trims look nice as well, but in my opinion, this looks way better. You should get the red interior if you can. Next is the premium quality of the interior. Some people is going to disagree with me on this one, but in my opinion, Kia did a very good job designing and choosing the materials for this interior. It looks nice and clean and the materials feel premium. Some parts are plastic, some others are fake leather, but all of them feel durable. They don't feel cheap to the touch, it looks really nice. I will not change a thing on this interior, I like it a lot. Moving on to the next thing I like is the flat bottom steering wheel. It is a simple detail that makes your car feel sporty and expensive. I also like that they put the GT Line logo here. It is a nice touch. Next on my list is the auto high beams. You need to experience this feature yourself to appreciate it. This is another small thing that will blow your mind the first time you use it. It turns on the high beams automatically when you are driving through a dark area, and it will turn them off when a car approaches from the opposite direction or if it detects that someone is driving in front of you. It also turns them off when you get to a well-lit area. I was speechless the first time I experienced this. I was not expecting this feature to be included in this trim. Next thing I like is the rear tail lights. They are simple but different. Many other cars have a solid illuminated light, but Kia decided to do something different and make them unique. Talking about lights, the next thing I like is the daylight running lights. These lights are very bright. They are the signature of the K5 cars. You can see these lights from a far distance. The very first time I saw a K5 on the streets, I fell in love with these lights. Then I did my research on these cars and I knew that it was the right one for me. Next, the Neo Kia logo. Not many like this Neo logo, but I really like it. When I bought this car, many people asked me what kind of car this was because they didn't recognize that logo and it was the first time seeing this car on the streets. There weren't that many K5s on the streets earlier this year. It was a sensation. Now let's talk about the next thing I like. That is this beautiful wolf gray exterior color. Kia did a very good job on this color. It has become very popular. Other car manufacturers have their own version of this color, but in my opinion, Kia wins this competition. It is not too light and not too dark, and the black color accents go very well with this color. Another minor feature that I like is that when you have the AC on the max setting, the air noise is kinda loud. If you have your phone connected to the Bluetooth and receive a phone call, the moment you accept the call, the AC lowers itself, so the air noise is not that distracting. It blew my mind the first time I discovered this. I was very impressed. Another thing I like is the mobile app. It is simple but has basic information you need. For example, you can see your current mileage, the gas tank level, you can remote start your car, remote lock or unlock, track the location of the car, and some other features that are good to have. There's one thing I don't like about this app that I will mention on my other video of the things that I don't like about this car. Moving on to the navigation system, it has a small detail that I like, and that is the speed limit on the screen. I like to keep an eye on the speed limits, but some streets don't have signs. This map makes it easier for you. You can also choose to display your current speed. Next thing I like is the motor. This car has a 1.6 turbocharged 4-cylinder. It is powerful enough to be fun to drive. Now, let me make this clear. You are not going to win any speed racers with this car. but it has enough power for when you need it. It has a little bit of turbo lag, but it is in the acceptable levels. Another thing that I really like and another that is in my favorite list is the suspension. This car has a sporty look, but the suspension it's not too firm and not too soft. It is right in the middle. It combines the best of both worlds, provides a nice, comfortable ride, and you won't feel every bump or imperfection on the road. And finally, the last thing I like about this car is the attention and compliments that you will get. People love the design and color of this car. Don't be surprised if people roll down the windows at a red line to get your attention and ask what kind of car this is, or the name of the exterior color. Nowadays you see more and more K5s on the street, but there are some cities that they are not that popular yet, and that's where it gets even more attention. If you're in the market looking for a new car, this should be in your list. I never thought that one day I will be driving a Kia because they had bad reputation in the past, but nowadays Kia offers a better and more attractive warranty, and the new 22 models are just beautiful. If you're interested in watching the things I don't like about this car, the link is in the description below. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.